my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would run through some things that I have been doing to try and stay as healthy as possible throughout my pregnancy. This is my first pregnancy. I am in my third trimester and it has been quite challenging, to say the least, to try and stay on top of training, eating, getting enough rest, all while feeling really tired and going through the symptoms of pregnancy. So I just thought I'd do a little bit of a breakdown of what I've been doing to support my body but also allowing enough rest. So the first thing that I have done to try and stay as healthy as possible is to continue doing weight training throughout the majority of my pregnancy. Now, in my first trimester, I was really poorly with nausea. I wasn't actually physically being sick, but the nausea feeling was so intense, which meant I literally didn't go to the gym. I think I may have trained twice in my first trimester. It was really important at that time to just allow my body rest, and I physically could get out of bed some days, so going to the gym was just not on the cards at that point. However, as soon as I hit the second trimester and I started feeling a lot better and a lot more like me again, I was straight back in the gym and back to lifting weights. Although I have still been training, my sessions look a lot different to pre-pregnancy. In my pregnancy sessions, I have made sure that I decrease the intensity of my workouts. When you are pregnant, your body is under a lot of stress already. High intensity lifting during pregnancy can overload your body a bit too much and therefore increase fatigue and make it that little bit harder to recover. Lower intensity allows you to train without overwhelming or overworking your body. I lowered the intensity of my sessions by decreasing the amount of weight that I'm lifting, increasing the amount of rest days that I'm having, and decreasing the amount of exercises that I do per session. I also changed the exercise selection ever so slightly by removing some exercises. I did this just to make sure that I'm training safely for me and my baby. For example, I cut out hip thrusts during pregnancy. This is just my personal preference. I do know some people do continue to do them throughout pregnancy, just with a few modifications, whereas for me personally, I just found them way too uncomfortable and I just thought it's best for me and my baby girl to just cut them out completely. I have also made sure that I am listening to my body and taking extra rest days where needed. As I am now in my third trimester, fatigue is definitely increasing and I have low iron as well in this pregnancy. Therefore, I have been taking an iron supplement. So some days it's just impossible for me to train. I just feel so fatigued. I'm suffering with headaches and stuff. So I just make sure that I'm really listening to my body, taking it easy and only training when I am 100% up for it. It's really important to allow yourself to rest at this stage in pregnancy. Allowing those extra rest days has really helped me stay more consistent in the gym, as it means that I am avoiding burnout. Another thing that I have been doing to try and stay healthy through pregnancy is to eat filling and nutritious meals the majority of the time. This ensures that I am getting enough energy to fuel and support my workouts. And it also makes sure that I am feeling full throughout the day, as pregnancy appetite is no joke. I have definitely noticed a big increase in my appetite and I do feel a lot hungrier, a lot more. And it also ensures that I'm getting enough fruit and veg and vitamins and nutrients and things like that from my food to support myself and my baby. Although I am mindful about eating nutritional meals, majority of the time I do allow myself to fulfill my pregnancy cravings and enjoy the foods that I love. This means that I have still been going out to eat, enjoying meals out, takeaways and things like that in moderation. As long as the foods that you're craving are safe for during pregnancy, I say definitely eat them. It's not the time to start restricting yourself during pregnancy. The cravings can be very strong as well, so I have always made sure that if I'm craving something, I have it, providing that it's safe. Rather than focusing on a strict diet, try and focus on balance and moderation. Another thing that I have been doing to try and stay healthy is to make sure that I am having some active rest days. And my favourite way to do this is to go on some nice walks. Walking is one of the best forms of exercise during pregnancy, as it keeps you active without putting too much strain on your body. Walking can also really help with your energy and mood. Getting out of the house to get some steps in and get a little bit of fresh air can just boost your overall mood and make you feel that much more productive. It's also a lot more enjoyable if you get yourself a nice coffee for the walk. The next thing that I have been focusing on throughout pregnancy are pregnancy stretches. These kind of stretches are really important throughout pregnancy as it can help support your body throughout all of the different changes that it's going to go through throughout each of your trimesters. And these stretches can also help you prep for labour and delivery. There are many benefits to these kind of pregnancy and mobility stretches, but some of them include improved posture, increased mobility and flexibility, reduced aches and pains, and better pelvic and hip function. I have really struggled with lower back pain and hip pain throughout my whole pregnancy, and I really feel like these stretches have helped reduce those aches and pains and that stiffness in my hips and back. I have been doing these stretches in the gym, so I will do them as either part of my warm-up or part of my cool-down, depending on whether they're dynamic or static stretches. And I have also been doing them at home as well on rest days. So days where I don't go to the gym and I still want to move my body a little bit, I will do a mobility routine at home just to make sure that I'm still moving my body even though it's a rest day. It's nothing too strenuous, but it is really supporting my body for pregnancy and labour. And the final thing that I have been doing is making sure that I am getting enough rest days. On my rest days, I'm really taking the time to wind down, do some self-care, put on a face mask, have a nice bubble bath, focusing on skincare and just making sure that I am still doing things for myself. Pregnancy is very stressful and very demanding on our bodies, so it's really important that we take time for ourselves to wind down and just get the rest that we need. And that is everything that I have been doing to try and stay as healthy as possible throughout my pregnancy. I really hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.